What's it like for you to be able to come to events like this and connect with your fans?
I love it. I do a lot of these kinds of conventions, and I have to say convention folks are just always so nice. I mean, they really want to be here. They throw all kinds of love at you, you know, and it's a fun family event, you know. My favorite is when you see entire families dressed up. That's awesome.
How have things evolved when it comes to fans since your work with Arrow?
Arrow has definitely put me up higher on the list, you know, for a lot of people, because most of these, you know, conventions are based on comic books, and most people know me from X-Men, but Arrow is really like the height of TV series right now when it comes to comic books.
What's it like being on the set for Arrow?
It's such an amazing cast, so talented. You know, the writers, the actors, everyone on the show is so talented. I think it's really it's an honor to be working with everybody, and it's so much fun. I mean, I get to beat up on Stephen Amell. Hello, how much more fun could that be?
I understand that contractually he's required to take his shirt off in every episode.
You know, I actually requested that. So if you enjoy Stephen Amell without his shirt on in every episode, you can thank me.
X-Men was really one of the first movies to put comic books on the map. What was it like to be part of that franchise?
I have to admit, I wasn't a huge comic book fan when I was a kid. Well, not of like superheroes. I grew up in Hawaii, and we grew up with different superheroes. We had a lot of like the anime stuff, you know, Kikaida and Rainbow Man and Ultraman and stuff like that. So it was all very new to me. But I have to say that doing the research was really fun.
You've also worked on multiple video games. What opportunities has that opened up for you as an actress?
I actually, coincidentally, I have another video game that's going to be coming out, being announced at Comic-Con San Diego. Yeah, with EA. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I love doing video games. In fact, my very first job in voiceover was a video game, voicing Visas Mar in Knights of the Old Republic 2. So yeah, it's been a whole other, you know, part of my career. I love it.
What are your thoughts about how far things have come on the video game side over the years?
I remember when video games were Pong and Space Invaders. Video games have come a long way, because thank God, there's only so much Pong you can take, right?
Do you ever go back and play the games you've been in?
You know, I don't. I'm so bad at playing video games. Like, even if I'm in the game, I remember once testing out the game when my character was on one of these X2 games, and the entire time that I was playing, I thought I was playing the character that was myself, but I was actually playing Wolverine, beating up myself. That's how bad I am at video games. Like, I don't even know what character I'm playing.
Do you have a favorite memory, though, from back in the day when you maybe did play games when you were younger?
When I was younger, there was pinball. I played a lot of pinball. You know, there were a lot of board games and stuff like that. You know, video games were so new. I mean, I remember my very first investment was as a kid. At 8 years old, I had saved up all of my money from Christmas and birthdays and everything, and I managed to scrape up $500, and I invested it in a video arcade that this guy was opening in Hawaii, and he embezzled all our money. So video games and me, you know, we're kind of still trying to make that mend.
Well, you're still working in them, right? EA, you got the new game?
I'm trying to make my money back. Yeah. So yes, I am still working in them.
But these days, beyond just the voice capture, they're actually doing the full motion capture and acting and all that. Have you stepped up to that game yet?
I have. Motion capture is a lot of fun. It's so much fun. It's really, really challenging, though, as an actor, because not only are you doing a scene, like a very serious scene, with a guy wearing a unitard with dots all over his face and a camera sitting on top of his head, but also when you're working with props and things, everything is so specific. You know, the way you open a door, how you grab a handle, you know, where you're allowed to face, you know, the fact that you can't be, frozen at any time, or your image gets frozen on the computer. I mean, there's so much technical stuff to have to remember, along with the acting, that it's a big challenge.
What would the Arrow video game be if you were in charge and could make one?
Stephen Amell would be with his shirt off. I would be skinnier. And I might end up kicking his ass at some point.